Welcome to my channel. My name is Bella Elysian, and today I wanted to talk about the alternate path that you took to reach your material fulfillment, material abundance. I'm out of water. We'll just leave that going. This is, I think, sandalwood, peach, and dragon fruit incense. It's supposed to represent like the third eye chakra, which is not what it's supposed to represent, but maybe that's significant. Maybe you've been working on your third eye chakra, but what it does represent is the Wheel of Fortune. And it makes me think like something is about to flip in your life. I see that you took an alternate route that most people would have taken when trying to achieve your material abundance. And what that route was the route of healing, the route of understanding your emotional processing and understanding what drives you. Like, it's almost like you chose to balance your internal world with no proof that it would balance your material, but trusting your intuition that it was going to change your life. And you've gotten to a point where you have been fighting so hard to straighten up your mind and break free from mental stagnations and mental limitations. And you've truly gotten to a point where you can provide yourself this sense of peace and fulfillment. If you're not there yet, you're on the cusp of breaking through. Yeah, this clarity, you're about to have this aha moment, like almost like an epiphany, which it makes me think like today, I take the train to go to the gym, and I was on the train and I was just looking around at people. And if you're like me, which you probably are if you're in my collective, then you're really quick to sense and understand the emotions of other people. And I was looking around and like I saw some people who were clearly stressed about something or worried about something, insecure, whatever. And then there's people who were happy, like you could tell they were on their way to celebrate something, or people who were just vibing, or even people reading and all these things. And I was just looking at everyone and I was just like, how beautiful is it? Like, every emotion is so beautiful. Like, even our darkest emotions, our sorrow, our regret, our struggles, all it shows is that we all just want to be better. We all just want to be the best versions of ourselves, even if we express it in different ways. And a lot of people feel like they don't have the hope or the passion they need to create the life that they want. But what you did was go within and make sure that you can keep that passion alive, because everyone is born with passion. Think back to your childhood. Like, it was probably the time when you were most creative, when you were most free. Like, children are carefree. They just go around doing whatever feels right without a worry. And the thing is, as we grow up and go through life, go to like school, organizations, different things, people tell us like what we are and aren't supposed to be. And it changes our perception, and we start getting limits put onto ourselves. But in this time that you've taken to heal and truly get to know yourself, truly get to know your passions, truly get to understand the things you care about, you've gained a higher perspective. You've gained a perspective of, even when you lose, even when there's regret, you still are gaining something from it. Like, every negative emotion comes into play to push us to grow, to change, to be better. And something that you have recently mastered is understanding that process. You're someone who I would call a great alchemizer, because it's an energy of taking the darkness, taking your shadows, taking your trials, and turning it into something good. And an example of this is my bike pedal broke on my, this is just so random, but I feel like a little small thing will explain how this mindset shift could affect you in your daily experiences. my bike pedal broke, and it like literally broke, like it was popping off, couldn't ride it anymore. And yeah, it was annoying, but I decided like I can take this opportunity to make my bike more personalized. So I ordered pink bike pedals, and now I'm glad that my bike pedal broke, because now I'm gonna have cute pink bike pedals. Like, are you kidding me? That's so cute. And so I see you kind of in that sort of energy, like looking at life with the glass half full and making the best out of every situation thrown your way. And something that you don't see coming is that you are about to enter a whole new venture. Like, because your perspective of the world has changed, the world that you look at has changed, which means you're not in the same world. When you change, your external changes because your vision changes. People who view the world in a very negative way are going to see negative experiences that confirm that perspective. But since you are actively choosing to see the light attributes of everything in your life, you're actively seeing your life become lighter and more positive. One of my favorite quotes, I guess you could say, from a book called The Courage to Be Disliked, my favorite book ever, is, it says something like, if you view the key to, like, one of the keys to happiness, a tool to lead to happiness and life fulfillment, is to view others as comrades rather than a competition. When you view the people around you as somebody that you have to compete with, somebody that you need to compare with, you ultimately end up running in circles. You don't end up going anywhere, because different people have had completely different journeys, and there's just no way to compare yourself to any other being. And I think something that you've realized, or you're working on fully understanding, is that being envious of people, seeing someone and seeing something that they have that you want, is just a sign of what direction to go in. If you see someone who's amazing at painting and you're jealous, then that means that your soul wishes you would spend more time painting. It wishes that you would just like activate and exercise that part of yourself. And that is the key of alchemizing. Looking at things that are typically perceived as negative and seeing how it is positive in your life. Which, when you move this way, you actually become somebody who doesn't have to deceive or trick or manipulate others. And I think you've gained a higher perspective with this. You've realized that there's just so much more to give than there is to take from people. And I'm not saying like people have a lot to give as well, but there's no reason to try and take something from someone else when you can go and get it for yourself. Because when you fight for something that wasn't really yours, when you fight to take something from someone else and make it yours so that they don't have it and you have it, you just end up disappointed. The way to get what you want is not to take it from others, but to learn how to cultivate it for yourself. And it's funny because here's the Wheel of Fortune, and that's the incense that I have going. And this perspective change is what's causing things to shift to you're aligning with abundance, pure, genuine abundance. And it's because of this shift. You're going to be celebrating very soon. If you've been waiting on some sort of, like, maybe you applied to a job or something, or you've been building a little business or something like that, whatever journey you've been on and whatever thing you've been working on building, it is about to pop off, especially with this Aries season. I mean, of course, this video is timeless, but right now as I'm recording, we're about to be entering into April. I almost said March. It's March right now, the end of March. And I see that your intuition is at an all-time peak. And the reason for this is because you've been listening to it. Something about your intuition is, or any voice in your head, it can be your anxiety, it could be your ego, anything. Whatever voices you have in your head, whichever one you listen to the most is the one that gets the loudest. You've been feeding your intuition, and so your intuition has been getting especially loud. And I don't know exactly why this has popped up a few times, but there's something about love here. And I think it's more kind of along the lines of you've been looking for a certain elevation in your love life, and that's one of the things that will be coming in for you, because as you've worked on self-love, you've learned what it really means to have love. You know what type of love you genuinely want now. And I do see that coming into your life, honestly. Yeah, I see you creating something that is fulfilling for you. Meeting someone who thinks of you the way you think of others. Or if you're in a relationship, your relationship elevating to a place where it's an equal give and take. And any financial constraints you might be working through right now are about to balance out. And that brings me back to the job opportunity. If you have been searching actively for a job opportunity, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah. Oh, are you kidding me? Yeah, something about money is very significant. Money is coming through. You are being asked to remember to remain authentic and speak your truth, but try not to overthink. There's some sort of strategy that you've been putting in place, and it brings back to what we were talking about at the beginning. You took an alternate route that most people would make. You're a trailblazer. Even though it made you anxious, even though it stressed you out, you decided to get wealth and security by first becoming emotionally secure within yourself, by feeling secure no matter what your life looks like. You took a pause from life. You took a break from your life, from the world, and you fully dove into yourself. And the changes that you have made are going to lead to a bunch of sudden changes throughout this spring season. You have spent, I want to say, the last year creating this inner stability, true alchemizer. You may have been going through a lot, honestly. Seasonal depression may have hit you hard this last winter. I'm seeing an energy of just every sorrow, every regret, every pain washing up and feeling triggered at the randomest times. And then on top of that, you were trying to take action, trying to get your life moving, but it's almost like you were being spiritually blocked, and it added stress and anxiety on top of you sorting through old residual emotional turmoil. And the thing is, you've really come into union with yourself. I really see that you've reached a point where not only have you worked through your emotions, but where you don't need the world to validate yourself for who you are. You don't need anyone to tell you what's good for you, because you know what's good for you now. You know how to trust your intuition and feel what's good for you. You're moving from a feeling space, not a thinking space. You've also released a lot of attachments, and I do see you, and I know you feel it. I see you walking through this door to personal happiness and healing, and it's you're gonna be so attached to yourself, securely attached, that nothing will be able to shake you. You are your own safe space. You are your own haven. You are your own protector. You are your own healer. You have put so much time into healing not just your mental space, but your emotional space, your physical space, your body. You've learned, yoga may be significant. Yoga is a key to learning to trust yourself, to trust your body. And I do see that you feel more connected to your soul, your spirit, than you ever have before in your life. And here comes the third eye chakra. I really do think third eye chakra is significant for you right now, because I'm seeing an energy of you seeing beyond the 3D, seeing into the 5D. Like, you may look at your situation and sometimes get stuck up in the 3D because we're all human, you know, you get stuck up in the material. And sometimes I think when you look around at your material, you're really hard on yourself. You're like, what am I doing here? This isn't the life I should be living. This isn't aligned with my energy. This doesn't make sense. Am I just crazy? Have I just been wrong this whole time? And you become really hostile towards yourself, honestly. But as soon as you work through that emotion, I think you come back to a sense of peace in yourself where you realize that the material is not a reflection of your worth or who you truly are. What you see around you is not a reflection of your worth. It's a reflection of the areas in which you need to grow and work through. You may have an issue of feeling that you are enough, feeling that you truly deserve true wealth, feeling of that you truly deserve true love, just any of it. And the thing is, it's really hard to work through these emotions, especially when you've been hurt and had your heart broken over and over and over again. But you have so many doors that are opening up to you. You have so many doors, so many options, and you have a harvest coming, metaphorically and perhaps literally. And it's going to make you see how true the effort you've put in has been. And the thing is, I do sense that you're still feeling a little closed off in your heart chakra area. You maybe still don't feel you're worthy of a caring connection. For some reason, very specifically like a romantic connection. There's a strong energy of that. Feeling like you're not worthy of being appreciated and valued and coming into a union that is your wish fulfillment, a union that inspires you and makes you feel like a true partnership. But these feelings are going to be fading more and more every day because you have been working on yourself. You have been accessing that part of yourself that is accepting and ready for a soft and genuine love. And on top of that, you can intuitively feel that your soulmate, your partner, is close and nearby. You can feel that they're going to be the person you've been waiting for. You can feel that they're someone who can give to you the way you've given to everyone else in your life. You're being asked to please not overthink it right now. Continue moving from your heart space and you'll see as things fall into exactly what you need. The right people are being aligned with you. You may have even been recently dreaming of people, like perhaps I feel like throughout the past year you had a lot of dreams about people that you knew or things that happened in your past. And recently you started dreaming of new people. Like in the dream, it feels like you know these people. Then you wake up and you're like, who was that? They felt so familiar, but I don't know that. This is just a sign that your manifestations are coming through. You are truly being aligned with people who have been on the same journey as you. And you have been in a stagnation for a while, but that's truly about to change if it hasn't already. I know you can feel the shift, and you honestly don't even need to strategize that much because this is something that is already attached to you. Like this is something that is already promised you because you have done the work. You're no longer trapped up in your old life. Like you've truly elevated past the energy that you used to be in. There's a huge version of you that has honestly died. And it may be really difficult because I'm sure you've heard the saying, and if you haven't, then there's a saying of it screams before it dies. The past version of you that was insecure, fear-based, lack mentality, needy, clingy, avoidant, whatever it was, screams before it dies. So recently you may have been feeling like extra, like you may have slipped back into old habits, and like you may be finding yourself thinking, I thought I worked through this, I don't understand, and it feels so strong. And the thing is, it screams before it dies. Just keep pushing because you are on the verge of a precipice of getting all the things you want. All you need to have is patience. You're truly walking into an era where your dreams are coming true. You are going to feel supported, abundant. You're no longer going to be confused or be surrounded in deceit. You're no longer giving yourself self-deceit. You're no longer lying or betraying yourself. You truly are enough. You truly can feel your inner power, and you know that you are strong. This is just a confirmation for you because you have been stressing. You really have, and you're scared you won't get your justice. But I'm literally here to tell you that everything you have been doing was the right path for yourself. You've healed past versions of yourself, and of course, there's more healing to do. But you've healed your inner child. You've healed your inner teenager. There's nothing from your past that is still connected to you. It's only the present and the future. And of course, you are going to get hurt again, but you're going to heal again. And that's beautiful. It's beautiful. No matter what happens, you will get back up on your feet. You will keep going. And you are going to feel what success feels like over and over and over again. But you also need to feel failure. You also need to feel loneliness, isolation, depth. It's all part of depth. You have just as much good as you do bad, but you wouldn't appreciate the good without the bad. And that's why it's all beautiful. If you hadn't been hurt, you wouldn't have been able to heal in the way you have. If you hadn't, I'm thinking of that saying, it's taken a lot of pain and suffering to become this soft. It has taken a lot of pain and a lot of suffering for you to become as soft as you are now. And it's time that you acknowledge that within yourself, because you have come in union with yourself. I genuinely think when you look in the mirror, you have love for yourself. You're excited to see yourself. You're excited to be yourself. Do you know how powerful that is? You're giving to yourself. And the thing is, the more you give to yourself, the more you have to give to others. And so as you've been giving to yourself, you've been inspiring other people to give to themselves. And it makes me think of that saying, like, you can give a man a fish or you can teach him how to fish. What's gonna let him live longer? You are leading by example. The more you heal, the more others witness your healing and learn how to heal themselves. You are giving to everyone around you by giving to yourself. Do you know how powerful that is? Do you understand how the butterfly effect works? Say you have 10 people around you in your life. Say you only have 2 people in your life. You heal yourself. They watch you heal yourself. They heal themselves. Say they each have 2 people. Those 2 people watch them heal themselves. And then they heal themselves. And it keeps going and going. You are doing God's work. You are spreading light, healing. You are a light worker. And the misconception about light workers is that they are supposed to come into your life and focus on you and heal you. The truth is, light workers heal themselves. Light workers make their own dreams come true, and the people around them watch them make their dreams come true so that they get to learn and realize that they too can make their dreams come true. And it spreads like wildflower. Wildflower. I meant wildfire, but wildflower is a more beautiful term because wildflowers will just pop up anywhere. It starts with one, and then over time, suddenly it's a whole field of flowers. You're creating a field of flowers where once you were the only flower, and that is beautiful. I don't think you have to be disappointed any longer. I think you truly have done it. You truly are doing it. Every step of the way, you become lighter and brighter, and you make others lighter and brighter. It's like you're not being greedy by keeping your energy to yourself. You're being selfless because you're teaching others how to do the same thing. Your journey is so beautiful. You have done so much work for the world, and honestly, the only thing I would advise you to do is to let yourself be observed more. Let yourself be seen. Let yourself exist. Stop trying to hide. Stop trying to minimize. Stop trying to make other people comfortable. Growth comes from uncomfortability. If you're making everyone around you comfortable, you're not helping them. You're not helping them, okay? Helping comes from pushing somebody into uncomfortability, because that's when they have the opportunity to grow. And when you can grow, you get access to more, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. What you have done for the world is beautiful. It's beautiful, and I just hope you see that. I hope you see how focusing on yourself is not selfish. It's the most selfless and most powerful thing you could ever do. You're doing amazing, and anything that comes your way, you're going to be able to handle. You don't have to worry about anything. I just heard the only thing to worry about is worry itself, like all the energy and time you waste worrying, because it's just wasted time and energy. It's nothing more. You don't get anything from worrying. And so you're really being guided to just flow. Just keep feeling and really lean into it, because things are shifting. You're getting one little shift at a time. And a year from now, you're going to look back and you're going to be living a completely different life. And then you're going to realize, I'm living the life I wanted to live a year ago. But it snuck up on you, so you didn't even realize it. It snuck up on you, one blessing at a time. Whether it's just you happened to get a free coffee, or you happened to find $10 on the ground. It's just little blessings all along the way. Like maybe somebody taught you how to cook better, and then you get to enjoy a meal that's tastier, and then that keeps happening repetitively. And eventually you're just on a whole new level. Blessings come slow, but that doesn't mean they're not powerful or big. You just have to take note of each and every blessing along the way. Hostilities are leaving your life as you rejuvenate your soul, and you're on a beautiful path. Keep going, keep believing in yourself, because you really deserve to shine. Anyways, that is all I have for today. It's just, you're an amazing soul, and you really deserve everything you want. So give it to yourself, okay? I mean, you already are. Just keep going. Love you. Goodbye.